What is going on, guys? Leroy Rollins here, come back at you with another video. And before we begin the video, I want to say thank you to all the people who purchased and ordered these No Pain, No Spain Team Rollins t-shirts. It means a lot, guys, and as you guys know, the funds are going towards getting to Spain, like as far as helping with the flight, hotel, and all that jazz. It's not cheap, and I really appreciate all the support. On the back, you guys can see, hopefully you can see all the sponsors that I've had. Lots and lots of support, and I appreciate it. Alright, let's get into the topic of this video. And as you can tell by the title, it's not a very fun one. The topic of this video is the dark side of bodybuilding prep. As you guys may or may not know, this is like my 5th or 6th show, so none of this that I'm going to talk to you guys about is a surprise, but that doesn't mean it's any easier. Okay, so bodybuilding prep. The gist of it is, you are trying to get in a peak physical condition, and that consists of being at a very low level of body fat. That's why my face is kind of skinny. That's why my body is just kind of shutting down, for lack of a better term, but it's very short term, but that doesn't mean it doesn't have its issues. First thing I want to talk about is constant fatigue. Now, for me, I don't really notice this up until the last like 3, 4, 5 weeks. Up until this past weekend, I actually felt really good, and I was telling everybody, because they were saying like, how can you be functioning with so little food and so much training and all this stuff? And I was telling people that, yeah, I actually feel pretty good. But this past week was a totally different story. On Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday this past week, I felt like I was hit by a truck. I had no energy. My workouts weren't that great. I was just beat, and I just felt like I was being beat down day after day. And that's just, it kind of comes with the territory. I know some people don't feel worse, like as bad as others, but this time around, these last few days have really hit me. And even today, it is Sunday, October 15th, maybe, and it's like noon, and I could go to sleep right now. I slept till like 7 this morning, which is really late for me. That's like an extra 3 hours of sleep, and I just don't feel that great. It's not like I feel sick. Like, it's hard to explain. You just feel run down all the time. What else? Let's talk about food. How about you can't really eat a whole lot? At this stage in prep, I am at just over 1,800 calories. And for a lot of people, that's a lot of food. Like, if I was to go through what I eat during the day, you'd be like, holy crap, how are you still hungry? But you guys got to remember that, A, I'm male, I am 23 now, and I'm used to being very active and fueling my body for that activity level. When I started this prep, I was at like 3,500 calories. So we are like less, 18, 36. So we're like halfway. Like, I'm eating half of what I used to, and that's not a lot. And for how much I'm training, how much cardio I'm doing, to fuel that with so little food, it just takes its toll on you. I'm hungry all the time, and like, I wake up in the night with like severe stomach pain sometimes because I'm so hungry, but I can't do anything about it. And there are tricks that I've learned. Like eating mini cucumbers has been really helpful. I take amino acids, Amino Fast by Blue Star Nutraceuticals. It's extremely low calorie, and it's flavored, so it kind of feels like I'm drinking like juice and getting something in me, but it doesn't help as much as eating more food would. Moodiness, that is another real life struggle on prep. My girlfriend can probably attest to that. My parents can probably attest to that. Sometimes I just go from super chill to extremely grumpy for no reason at all. Sometimes little things just set you off, like, you know, your shirt's inside out, and it's just, you're trying to put it on and it's just not working, and you're like, oh my god, what is happening? And there's no reason for it, but you're kind of snappy sometimes. So that is something that I really try to work hard at managing, because I know it exists, and I know that It's not fair to people around me too. It's not fair to my girlfriend to see me all grumpy sometimes and all that stuff. So I try to manage it as best I can, and I like to think I'm better at it than I used to be, but I know I'm not perfect, and that's just a struggle that comes along with the territory. Prep is also very, very, very mentally draining. I think this goes for everybody, but I'm speaking for me personally. It is always, always, always on my mind. Like 24/7, I'm thinking about, when am I training next? When do I get to eat next? What time do I have to do this? Like, your whole life basically revolves around getting ready for this one competition. And it's very mentally taxing, and it makes things very challenging. My girlfriend is very understanding about it, but say on a Saturday, you know, we get up and train in the morning, and then she's like, oh, like, let's go for a drive somewhere. I'm like, wait. I gotta go pack on my food. We can't do anything until those things are done. So you can't do anything spur of the moment. You can't just hop up and do something. Like, you've got to be planning and prepared for everything, and it's just sometimes it takes its toll on things. How about body image issues? That's a real life thing as well. I think for women it's a little bit more intense, just because I feel like nowadays it's getting better actually, but like, for women, when it comes to body image and social media and modeling and like everything, I feel like, just speaking with women, like, it's a struggle. But I know for me, going from what I call fluffy in the off season to being super, super shredded, and then after the fact, when the weight starts to creep back up, it kind of messes with your head a little bit. You get like, I don't know, you just don't feel that great. You're like, oh, like where's my abs, and like, why aren't I all veiny and jacked and stuff anymore? And like, everybody thinks everybody says I look better when I'm not at this stage, when my face isn't all skinny and I don't have bags under my eyes and all this stuff. And like, my girlfriend will look at me and be like, you're all veiny and gross. But at the same time, like, it's that peak condition that I'm chasing, but it's not realistic to keep forever. So when you go from this, like for me, when I'm gonna be like shredded, and then start to creep back up the scale and the body fat starts to set in a little bit, which is normal and healthy, it still kind of messes with your brain a little bit. Early mornings and then falling asleep super early, that's another one. It's annoying sometimes because, you know, I'll come home from work and we'll just want to, you know, cuddle on the couch over there and watch a movie, but like, I'll pass out within like 10 minutes and you'll look at the clock and it's 8:30. But you're just so tired and you just feel run down. But it's short term. The light at the end of the tunnel, you got to keep that goal in mind. And as I said at the beginning of the video, people that have bought these shirts and friends and family and everybody, like, I have a huge support team that's always encouraging and, you know, encouraging me that, you know, it's almost there, you can do it, you've got this, remember your goal, and that's what I have to do. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little video explaining the dark side of prep. It's not all, you know, smiles. It's actually a lot of struggle. It really is, you know, as much as you see the pictures after the fact on stage, and, you know, I'm huddled up with my family and they're so proud of me and I'm so proud of myself. Leading up to that, it's a lot of struggle, but it is what it is, and the greatest things in life don't come without their struggles. And this just happens to be some of the struggles that come with bodybuilding prep. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.